Tell me a little bit about your journey and why you are doing what you're doing today.
Right. I have a long journey. I could say that my entire life has been dedicated to the topic of sensuality and sexuality. I was actually, quite a sexual little being when I was young. So the erotic, innocent part of me was very, very intact. And parents who chose consciously not to eradicate that. So I was very blessed, which meant that I had a very active self-loving practice, let's say. And through being free to explore my body and what pleased my body and these kinds of things, I discovered something very special by the age of 5 that I felt every little girl needed to know about. And so I held my very first little meeting in the basement with other little 5-year-olds, and I showed them this spot on my body. I'm like, you have to find this for yourself. It is so good. And we got discovered, of course, by an older sister, got in a lot of trouble. And as she angrily threw me out of the house, I remember thinking in my young mind, I bet she doesn't know this spot, because if she did, she wouldn't be so angry.
Mm, yeah.
And so that that little look into the young Saida is basically the essence of what emerged as an adult. And this passion, this love of the body, this love of what's natural and delightful to us, what's actually our birthright, and the discovery that the world out there not only misunderstands it, but misuses this incredible natural resource we have. So my journey as a young woman and throughout my 20s and 30s has been challenging on some levels. I had some life-threatening experiences that happened with sexual trauma, many things that I had to face on this journey of conscious sexuality. But a lot of beauty also emerged. And one of the gifts that came from that was the discovery of something I use called the jade egg. It's not mine, it's been around a long time. But through embarking in a very deep, deep practice with this little tool of transformation, my life changed in profound ways. So profound that I was invited to teach women all over the world, and decided to do my PhD in this very subject, looking at how this little tool affects women in very deep ways and why. And so this opportunity to take something that's an old tradition and to bridge it with modern science and the deep wisdom, not only in my own body, but the wisdom that would emerge after speaking with literally tens of thousands of women, their real life sharing of what's actually happening in their body, what works, what doesn't work. Forget all the theories and fancy ideas, what's actually working. That's the piece that I'm an advocate for. I'm an advocate for that voice, and something that I love to call the erotic genius that lives in all of us. So my journey has been deep and rich and delicious, and the whole time there's been this thread of what is conscious sexuality? What is that?
Wow, that's amazing. Like, you're literally just paving the way for women all across the world, and just giving us permission to explore this side of ourselves, which has just been forgotten or suppressed and or just, yeah, like you said, used in a really imbalanced way. And I just think it's just amazing what you're doing.